What is up, guys? Dzeeff here, and happy Ignition Assault Day. Yes, the new core set is out today at OTS stores, and it'll be out everywhere else tomorrow, which is pretty exciting. And this weekend's going to be huge because not only is Ignition Assault legal now, and we're going to have all those new cards like Lightning Storm and the Gizmac that are hopefully going to change the meta a little bit, but also we have a new ban list, which is really cool. So we did have the PPG Tour event last weekend, and that was a new format, but this is going to be the first weekend when we have official events with Ignition Assault and the new ban list. I do want to give a huge thank you to TCGplayer.com, link in the description below, because they supplied me with this box for today's video. Make sure to use that link in the description below for buying any of the cards that you want from Ignition Assault if you're looking to pick up singles, because a portion of the sales that happen after clicking that link go right back into this channel, which is a great way to support me without spending any extra money and just buying the cards you'd already be buying. I will say, just like a lot of the sets, this one is one of the ones that you would want to buy singles from, not so much buy sealed product if you are looking for specific cards. There are a couple less valuable secret rares in the set. It's mostly just Lightning Storm and the Gizmac that you're looking for. So if you are looking for specific cards, please use that link in the description below. And huge shout out to I've retweeted some posts that you guys have been sending me from some cards that you guys have bought using that link. There's a lot of you guys out there using that link, and I really do appreciate the support. If you're already buying cards, using that link is a really easy way to help support me and the channel, which is really awesome. So yeah, let's get right in here. What cards am I looking for besides the chase cards? I mean, of course, those new Starlight rares are going to be really cool, but it feels almost like playing the lottery when we open these boxes, because if you pull one of those prismatic secret rares, or I guess formerly known as prismatic secret rares, the new Starlight rare cards, holy crap, you were going to make a lot of money on that box. I've seen a couple people open those. I actually saw Sam open a Lightning Storm, which is really exciting. We have a Code Talker inverted. What the heck is this? Oh, this is my favorite Adagnister. This one looks like a Tootsie Roll. You guys know those Tootsie Rolls? So that's what it looks like. But yeah, it definitely is like really cool to me to have this set, especially provided by TCGplayer.com. I really appreciate it. So make sure to go support them and support me in the description below by clicking that link. But yeah, this set's pretty cool. You know, I want some cards. I don't know what the TCG name is, but the Cloth Sheep or whatever is a pretty big deal. So hopefully we can pull one of those. I think that's a rare. We have a Time Thief Perpetua, which is actually one of the prismatic secret rares, or the, sorry, Starlight rares. It's going to take a little bit for me to actually start calling them Starlight rares. Hey, a Chronomaly card, that's pretty crazy. It's going to take a little bit for me to actually call them Starlight rares, just because up until this point, we've pretty much only been calling them prismatic secret rares, despite that not really making a lot of sense, because that's what the Megaton rarity is, and as you can tell, the Megaton rarity is definitely not these prismatics. We have Redbeard, the Plunder Patrol Matey, one of the Plunder Patrol cards. These cards are really cool. I think that, I mean, you can say this about any deck, but if they get a little bit more support, that's, you know, I think they just need some more main deck monsters and some different attribute sort of extra deck monsters. If they get that and they're just as good as, like, these cards, just, like, on paper, because both of them have, like, pretty good effects, you know, for floating and stuff. If they get that, they will actually be a pretty competent strategy. They have some pretty cool interactions. It'll just take a couple more waves of support. Maybe just one more wave of support. I'll have to wait and see. We have, oh man, one of the other cards I'm very excited for. I was just going to talk about it. Jack-O-Bolan. Oh, I guess not Buran anymore. This card is a lot of fun. If you guys remember when I was playing around Halloween, I was playing zombies a lot on live streams. It was a lot of fun, and this card in particular really helps out the deck. You know, being level 7 is cool. A free special summon is awesome. It sets up your graveyard, and it has like a really cool effect on the field. Maybe we should just read this right here. It says, so you can discard one zombie monster to special summon it from your hand. Really awesome. Level 7, so you can tune it with a lot of stuff to make level 8 synchros. During your opponent's main phase, quick effect, you can target one zombie monster in either graveyard, special summon that monster, but banish it when it leaves the field, then banish this face-up card until the end phase. You can only use each effect of this once per turn. So yeah, the main thing you're doing with this is that if you have a zombie world face-up, you can just, as a quick effect, revive a monster in your opponent's graveyard, even if it's not a zombie normally, so that's really awesome. Or you can just revive your own zombie monsters. You know, maybe you want to bring back your Doom King or something along those lines, you can do that as well. So I like that card a lot. It's really solid. We have, oh man, Karakuri Super Shogun, Boo. Okay, pretty crazy. Oh man, Sky Striker spell card. Rest in peace, Sky Strikers. Water Leviathan. The Adagnister cards are pretty interesting. I don't know a ton about them. To be completely honest, in most of the cases where I've played against a deck on like Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro or whatever, which hasn't been a while since I played Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro, but when I played that against that deck, I remember just like watching them do their full combo, and then I just like hit them with the Nibiru, and it kind of ended them. And okay, we got the first secret rare, Sales Pitch, formerly known as Catch Copy in the OCG, a card that lets you add any card card in the game to your hand. Holy crap. It says, if your opponent adds a card or cards from a deck to their hand, except by drawing them by their card effect, reveal one card from your deck and add it to your hand, but you cannot activate cards or the effects of cards with that name for the rest of his turn. So one of the cards out there, just like Gold Sarcophagus, in theory can add any card in the entire game to your hand, just with a drawback. But this card's pretty cool. I like it a lot. You know, anytime Pot of Greed is featured in artwork, I'm going to be a fan, because I think that's always funny when they make Pot of Greed show up in artworks, especially for newer cards like this. And it's always getting sold to different people. It must get passed around between a lot of shopkeepers and stuff. But I like this card a lot. It's pretty cool. I actually made an entire video on it if you guys are interested in hearing that, and that was posted a little while ago, but I talked about some of the advantages and downsides of this card, so check that out if you want to. We have a Light Dragon at Ignister, you know, the cover card. Really, really weird seeing a cover card as a super rare. I don't know if that's ever happened. I remember it being pretty weird for a while seeing the cover card as like an ultra rare. You know, they used to, for a long time, they were just always secret rares, but then they went down to ultra rares, and it's like, oh, that's kind of weird. But now we have as super rares, which is really, really strange. We have Wind Pegasus at Ignister. We got another Plunder Patrol card. That one's pretty cool. It makes you can change the attribute of your opponent's monsters, which then lets you summon whatever extra deck monster you want. Especially relevant right now if you're playing this deck, just because we only have a dark and a fire extra deck monster, so being able to being able to change an attribute to one of those is like a really, really big. I will say that, okay, we got another ultra rare. We have an Ancient Warriors ultra rare, pretty cool. I watched Sam's deck profile on that deck a few days ago. It looked pretty interesting. It looks like we're going to get more support for that deck later. This card is adorable, by the way. Looks like we're going to get more support for that card, or for that archetype, I should say, later on, which is going to be pretty cool. But right now, maybe just like more of a fun, casual deck. We'll have to wait and see. I don't actually know. I mean, we're not going to pull a Starlight Rare in this video. I wish we would, but we're not going to have that happen. But I don't actually know if they take the spot of like one of the, like if you pull like the Lightning Storm Starlight Rare, which is like a secret rare. I don't know if that takes the spot of the secret rare or if not. I feel like it doesn't, but if anyone's pulled a Starlight Rare out of a box, let me know in the comment section below if it actually does in fact like take the spot of whatever rarity of the card it was. I would have to, I don't know, I guess I have to like watch a box opening. People have opened them. Like I know that Sam opened a Lightning Storm in one of his sneak peek packs, but that, I mean, that's like different ratios and stuff. So that's like not quite the same thing, but pretty interesting. We have, whoa, oh, a generator. Okay, gotcha. New generator card, pretty crazy. So the at Ignisters, they seem to have like a Synchro and a Link and a Ritual and a Fusion and all those types of cards. So I'm not really sure about the lore behind that deck. Also, I saw that we pulled, I want to go over it real quick. I love the frog. The Karakuri frog is like adorable. Look at this little guy. He's so cute. Oh man, what a great card. Maybe I almost want to play Karakuris just to play this frog. I'm not sure if he's actually good, but he is just so adorable. I just can't resist. You know, I'm a huge fan of frogs. Obviously, you know, you've seen me play Paleo frogs for a while, but any kind of frog is going to be pretty neat. We have Abominable Unchained Soul. Okay, the Unchained archetype kind of flopped, but that's okay. We have Asua the Earth Charmer Immovable, which is one of the Starlight Rares. Yeah, I said it correctly this time. I just had to think about it. That's one of the Starlight Rares. So we have Perpetua as a Starlight Rare. We have this one's a Starlight Rare. Lightning Storm's a Starlight Rare. And then Sky Striker Ace Rose is a Starlight Rare. And I don't know, the prices of Starlight Rares are always just like all over the place. Another copy of the cover card. So still very weird. I wonder if they'll just do that going forward. Like the cover card is gonna be a super rare. I don't know. Does it show that Konami doesn't have a lot of faith in the cover card for this set? I'm not entirely sure. I don't know. That's maybe reaching a little bit. Nice. We have Blackbeard, the Plunder Patrol Captain. I kind of mentioned it. If you guys, when this archetype first got revealed, I played it on stream for a little bit. I really do like the idea. I think they have some really cool cards, especially the ultra rare. I don't think it's this one, because this one, let's see what this one does. When your opponent's, yeah, that effect. Equip this card. If a hated monster target one Plunder Pull, equip this card too. Yeah, so the other one, the Tuner monster, has a floating effect that floats into this card, which I really, really like. I couldn't remember which one had the floating effect, but it's a Tuner. So I really, really like that. I think that having a floating effect on a card like that is really cool. And I think that the field spell is really good. You know, discard to add a card, which is really nice. So I think overall, like the deck looks pretty cool. Hey, there's a field spell that we're literally just talking about. Plunder Patrol Shipyard. Yard. Pretty funny. the Megalith, and man, this deck, I tried playing on stream, it didn't work so well. I know I keep mentioning I play decks on stream, but I really do try to, at least when like a set's about to come out, try to play like whatever deck seems interesting, and the idea of ritual summoning without using a ritual spell card is pretty intriguing. It turns out though they're not that great, unfortunately, just because while these cards don't, ritual spell, they don't all work in the same way, so sometimes you still need like an awkward combination of cards, and you lose the support of like pre-preparation of rites, which is like huge for modern ritual decks. Witchcrafter, pretty crazy there. Got more Witchcrafter cards. It's actually like a lot of legacy support and stuff. The Time Thief stuff is really cool. I haven't talked about that too much. Time Thief Retrograde being like a really cool counter trap. Time Thief Startup being like a Call of the Mummy, which doesn't make it sound that good, but it special summons a Time Thief from your hand, which is pretty neat. And the Perpetua is really nice as well because it equips a Time Thief card from your deck to a different Time Thief. So you can equip it to Redoer, and then, okay, we got another secret rare, Picaria at Ignister. Pretty cool there. I will say it is very difficult talking about these cards on Twitter because it just wants to tag people, but maybe there's a workaround for that. I'm not entirely sure of. We can look at Perpetual just real quick though, because this says, let's see, special summon, quick effect, you can target one other Xyz monster you control to attach one Time Thief card from your deck to it as material. So the main combo there is that you can equip like a trap card usually to the Redoer, because the trap effect is like the best effect in most cases, which is pretty neat. Actually, I like that a lot. There's yeah, we tried building, I think someone's out there playing it. We've seen a couple of people playing. Oh, why did I even have to pick it up? I was just gonna pull another copy. But there's a Time Thief like Lunalight deck that is pretty cool, because Lunalights are like one of the best rank 4 strategies right now, so playing them with Time Thieves is like a really cool way to use that deck, so I like that a lot. We got Megalith, a new, different Megalith. This is like the big bosses, I think so. I think one of the higher level ones is like a Trident or something. It's just, there's not that much leading up to it, and that's like the main problem. The idea of like how far you have to push a ritual archetype to be good is really interesting, just because the ritual summoning mechanic is so like inherently weak. We got another Ancient Warriors. Is that the third Ancient Warriors we pulled? I'm not entirely, no, I think it's the second. I can't remember. But yeah, it's pretty crazy how much support you have to give an archetype if it's a ritual archetype to actually make it like competitively viable, just because the ritual summoning mechanic inherently is just like so weak because you're taking so many minuses. But we've seen decks like Nekroz and Hail to Perfection back in the day being like pretty good. And then way back in the day, we saw, what is it, Demise with like all the bug support and stuff. But that was like a long, long time ago. That deck was pretty funny. Demise, King of Armageddon, and then you Megamorph after because you paid life points. What a combo. Pretty crazy. Another Ancient Warriors. So we got Ancient Warriors. Looks like of all different types of rarities. We pulled like an Ultra and a Super. I don't think they have a secret rare. I'm pretty sure they don't. But they have commons and rares and all sorts of stuff. For the last pack here, not looking forward to anything super crazy. We got, this is like a trade-in for level 9 monsters. Pretty cool. Send one level 9 monster from your hand or face up on the field to the graveyard, draw 2 cards, hard once return. This card probably will be good someday. I can almost guarantee that, because someday, maybe not right now, maybe not in the next couple years, but eventually there will be a really good like level 9 archetype. Now, I mean like better than like generators and stuff, but there will be definitely like a good level 9 card or a good level 9 archetype that wants to draw cards, and this will be played at some point. I can almost guarantee it. Draw spells like this with like no restrictions are always going to be good just eventually. Anyway though, that was my Ignition Assault box. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the opening, and yeah, we didn't pull Lightning Storm unfortunately, but that's okay. If you guys want cards from Ignition Assault or just cards in general for the new format and for regionals and YCSs and stuff, make sure to use that link to TCGplayer.com in the description below. And once again, huge thank you to TCGplayer for giving me this box to open on the channel. I really, really appreciate it. Anyway though, I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Goodbye.